Your Majesty, are you sure this testimony is completely accurate? As sure can be. How wonderful it is to finally have my actions be admissible as evidence in court. His Majesty was at my home during the exact time period of the murder. Come, let's put this behind us. I could not have possibly committed the crime. How can you be so sure? What if the clock or watch you were using was off, or you misread the time? There was a clock right near the table, and it had the exact time as my watch. Now do you understand, lawyer? How am I going to attack his alibi? Maya, what do you... Oh, right. She's kind of busy right now. Phoenix, you fucking moron. Is there something on my face? No, not at all. I just have to start chipping away at that statement about his alibi.
Objection!
Consult who? I can't find any inconsistencies in there. Maybe I just don't have enough information yet. I just try pressing the witness some more. Is this one of those where you have to repress something?
Hold it!
Use the word out. Yeah.
Hold it!
Guests? And you entertain them personally? We gather around the table for a most enjoyable conversation. Memories, yes. Oh, guess I... Yeah, I know where I fucked up. I didn't press the last statement before. There we go. As you can see, my alibi's airtight. Or do you still think I could have killed Acolyte Zealot? Oh, His Majesty's a witness. Are you satisfied now? There's not a single discrepancy in Abotinmi's alibi. If I give up now, it's all over. Now hold on a second. Is there anything wrong with the High Priest's testimony? Of course there is. Has to be. There is a discrepancy in the High Priest's testimony. There is? Perhaps you can explain what it might be. This is what's wrong with his testimony. After Abotinmi was channeled, no one ever stated what time Acolyte Zealot was murdered. Now that you mention it... Despite that, you claim to have an alibi from 2 to 3 p.m. That means you knew that Acolyte Zealot was dead when you were still alive. Wait, I think I saw something just now. No, I must be imagining things. Tell me, how did you know what time the crime had been committed? About that, Open your hearts, let the Holy Mother in. Why, we've been blessed with the High Priest's sacred words of prayer. All their serve her holiness must strive to banish worldly desires from their soul. Open your hearts, let the Holy Mother in, purge your mind of greed and bias. I feel as if my very soul has been cleansed. You can't fool me. Prayer may banish worldly desires, but it can't make a contradiction disappear. How can you be so sure? What's that supposed to mean? This lawyer seems to think little of the power of Kurai-nist prayer. Huh? Abbot Inmi was at home during the crime, but knew of what happened at the hideout. I believe this can be explained thusly. He must have had a way to monitor the hideout from his home. What? You never cease to amaze, prosecutor. As he summarized, there was a listening device installed in the hideout. It enabled me to instantly learn of anything unusual, even when I was not there. Remember, the rebels have been using this as a top-secret hideout. It would be perfectly natural for them to install such apparatus. Wait, come to think of it, when I was searching the rebel hideout... That was a listening device. It starts recording whenever it detects movement. I heard of such a recording after His Majesty and his family left. If you look in the desk in my study, you'll find the tape in question. All right then, bailiff. Yes, Your Majesty. Go retrieve the tape in question from the High Priest's home. At once, Your Majesty. The power of Kurai-nist prayer. Even a putrid brain such as yours should understand it now. It's like the contradiction really did vanish. We shall ascertain the content of the recording once we have the tape. In the meantime, I would like to ask Abbot Inmi to continue with his testimony. Very well. I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarrelling. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Zealot and Acolyte Faye. After that, there was a loud noise, followed by a haunting silence. I have to find some way to attack his alibi. If only Maya were here. She has a way of putting me at ease. But seeing her like this is only creeping me out. Though the High Priest was a rebel, he was still a Kurai-nist holy man. Therefore, take care in your questioning, lest you invoke the ire of our people. How dare you suspect the High Priest? May the Holy Mother strike him blind. As if this wasn't hard enough already. Nice try, but I'll stop at nothing to find the truth.
Hold it!
You were entertaining His Majesty and his family during the crime. Indeed, my wife Believe was treating them to her wonderful home cooking. Your wife was there that day? Yes, she was in the kitchen cooking up a storm the entire time. Come to think of it, I don't think I saw her at all that day. She takes her culinary duties most seriously, you see. That's why she was in the kitchen cooking without pause the entire day. Yeah, right. So the judge never saw Mrs. Inmee. Should I have Abbot Inmee add that to his testimony? Yes. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. My wife Believe was in the kitchen cooking the entire time.
Hold it!
What was your wife making that day? May that day featured Hatton Surprise and Melton Mott. Both traditional Curanese dishes. I can't even begin to imagine what those are. Ah yes, the exquisite zest of Hatton Surprise and the supreme texture of Melton Mott. Lady Inmee's cooking that day was utterly unforgettable. Thank you. It brings me great joy to know you enjoyed your meal. Now, once His Majesty and his family had left,
Hold it!
you heard everything from a recording. Indeed. Each night I'd secretly check what the listening device had recorded. I would have been in serious trouble with my lovely wife if she discovered my secret. Can you really tell what happened by the audio alone? Long years of ascetic training have sharpened my hearing, but a simple matter of me to ascertain the situation by sounds I hear. Practicing Qur'anism improves your hearing? Hearing's but one of the senses it can improve. If one can focus and attend in a piece, all 5 senses can be sharpened. Why, the war banner in the bazaar just cried. Did you not hear it? Give me a break.
Hold it!
Hold on. Are you sure about those voices? Was it really Acolyte Zealot and Miss Fay? I'd say it was the most reasonable conclusion under the circumstances. Perhaps Acolyte Fay has an alibi that you can prove? I'm afraid not. I suggest you make like a mollusk and climb up. I'll continue my testimony if I may.
Hold it!
A loud noise? I'd say that's worth looking into. It was a terrible crashing sound. Poor Acolyte Zealot must have felt so heavy. Must have been the sound of the stone slab falling over, which he also shouldn't know about, by the way. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish.
Hold it!
You believe the terrible crash is connected to Acolyte Zealot's death? Yes, the sound, no doubt, was poor Zealot's death knell. Such a tragedy, for he was a fine disciple. And let's go here today to give prayer to his departed soul, Sri Matami Yoma. Sri Matami Yoma. I had high hopes for that young man's future. Sri Matami Yoma. Why do I feel like such a jerk just for trying to do my job right now? Mr. Wright, do you still feel the need to question the High Priest? His alibi is as tight as can be. This isn't going so well. I better ask him about something else. I'm curious, Abbot in me. Did you stop by the rebel hideout after His Majesty left? Yes, I thought it would be wise to assess the situation. As I said before, there was nothing to see. The hideout appears it always had. And the victim's body? Nowhere to be found. Acolyte Famous have already disposed of it and anything else incriminating. So when you saw the rebel hideout, it looked like it does in this photo? Yes, I would say that's how it appeared that day. So the stone slab had been put back in place. Mr. Wright, is it not time to concede defeat? No, wait, I need a little more time. If you insist.
Objection!
Abbot in me, you said, and I quote, "Poor zealot, it must have felt so heavy." Why do you think he felt something heavy? You said the hideout looked as it did in this photo. If so, there's nothing that would lead you to believe he experienced a heavy feeling. The fact is, of course, a stone slab did fall over onto Acolyte Zealot, impaling him on the Warbad statue behind him. But that was only revealed through her benevolence's divination seance earlier. Will the defense please get to the point? My point is, simply hearing a crashing sound shouldn't have automatically led him to conclude the victim was crushed to death. I still don't see your point. I'm saying the High Priest knew. He knew about how the victim was really killed. Why? And this is information only the real killer could have known. I definitely saw it that time. I've got the High Priest's spirit shaking in his boots. Or should I say sandals. Need I remind you Abbot Timmy was with His Majesty at the time of the crime? Such an alibi precludes him from being the killer. That's true, so he can't be the killer. However, he knew how Zealot was killed, something only the killer could know. Can this discrepancy be resolved somehow? Well, Mr. Wright, we're waiting for an explanation. I was just getting to that. Trying to think of something quick. The High Priest knew something only the killer could have known because... he must have heard how the victim died from, the real killer. The real killer? Of course, that makes perfect sense. I don't want to believe it, but it's the only possible explanation. So tell us, who's this real killer? It's going to be someone close to the High Priest, without an alibi. The person most likely to be Zealot's killer is Your Majesty, while you were visiting the High Priest's home, you didn't see Mrs. Inmee at all, did you? No, I never saw her, but what does that have to do with anything? Did the High Priest ever leave your sight? No, we were talking the entire time. And the food was brought right to the room's entryway. So the High Priest has an ironclad alibi. But his wife doesn't. What the devil are you insinuating? I'm insinuating Mrs. Inmee might have killed Acolyte Zealot.
Objection!
You have a lot of nerve making such a baseless allegation. She had no motive to kill Acolyte Zealot. He was like family to her. No, we can't entirely discount the idea. Especially if you consider that Mrs. Inmee could have been the one posing as Lady Kira.
Objection!
Even a fool must temper his foolishness at times. Or do you truly believe Lady Kira would kill Acolyte Zealot, though he was not a rebel?
Objection!
As we all know, the High Priest was secretly a rebel. It would follow that his favourite disciple could very well be a rebel too. Are you suggesting Mrs. Inmee killed her husband as well? As sad as it is to think she'd kill her own husband to rid the kingdom of rebels, I don't think we can rule it out. Yikes! You claim my wife is that rebel-hunting Lady Kira? She slew both Zealot and myself? My lovely wife? That's utterly impossible. I've never seen the High Priest so angry. It is as Abbot Inmee stated, and the accuser's already been found guilty of his murder. It's far too late to overturn it. That's right, Mr. Wright. Now apologise to the good priest before he gets angry again. Quickly now. No, I'm not going to apologise. The true identity of Lady Kira is a major piece of this trial's puzzle. Admit it, Abbot Inmee, your wife, Lady Inmee, killed you. Yet even now you continue to lie in an effort to protect her. How absurd! It appears the lawyer has forgotten. My lovely wife could not possibly battle the rebels in the guise of Lady Kira, for we are blessed by her holiness and she is with child. Praise be the Holy Mother. I completely forgot about that. That abominable Lady Kira figure who slew me in Acolyte Zealot was the accused. This is bad, but I can't give up now. So don't forget, my client doesn't have the strength to fight rebels either. How can a weak young woman like her possibly... You foolish oath of a lawyer. If only you were blessed as Lady Inmee. What? Surely the accused possesses the strength, or should I say the power to battle those black-hearted rebels. What are you talking about? My good prosecutor, I see you've come to the same conclusion as I. Such keen insight. Then you figured it out as well, Abbot Inmee? May I suggest you explain to the putrid-brained lawyer? Certainly. for I can't allow him to frame my lovely wife for murder. Foreign devil! Your Majesty, allow me to testify as to how Maya Fey is the murderous Lady Kira. If it would assuage your anger, by all means, please testify. Acolyte Fey channeled Lady Kira's spirit. She's a spirit medium who knows Lady Kira's true name, so she could have done it. It was the real Lady Kira who returned to root out the rebels among us. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman. But do you understand now? Murder by spirit channeling explains everything. It is the only way the accused could have defeated one rebel after another. Indeed, I'm a living, or shall I say dead proof of her terrible power. Maya's ability to channel spirits has come back to haunt her. Now, is it not time to let it go and move on, Defense? Never. I'll never give up. Now what? Think. How can I prove Maya couldn't have channeled Lady Kira?
Hold it!
My client channeled Lady Kira. Isn't that a little far-fetched? Far-fetched, you say? The very fact I'm here proves she has the power to channel spirits. Oh. But you've no proof she actually channeled Lady Kira. Oh, but I do.
Hold it!
While it's true she may be capable of channeling Lady Kira, I doubt there's any proof she actually did. Are we talking about we are talking about the infamous rebel hunter here? The modern day Lady Kira has captured many a rebel all by herself. Among them have been more than a few great warriors. What the real Lady Kira could have accomplished such a feat? It'd be difficult for a mere mortal. That leaves the real Lady Kira of legend as the only likely answer. Indeed. Is it not proof enough the real Lady Kira of legend's been channeled? The real Lady Kira of legend? It's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. Then again, the people of Korian believe legends to be true.
Hold it!
Lady Kira is an actual person. Do you really believe there ever was a woman that powerful? One capable of battling rebels much bigger and stronger than herself? There's no way to prove that, but to doubt the existence of Lady Kira is to doubt Korianism itself. It's not for us to question, we must simply believe. How dare you doubt our legends? You regret saying that, you Paul Kun Khan? Lady Kira will strike you down. Well, I won't get anywhere until I can refute their claims with some evidence.
Hold it!
A strength far beyond any mortal woman, and just how strong would that be? You need but look at the wound she inflicted upon my body. For I'd hoped I'd never have to think about that again. Your wound? It was pretty deep and there was a tremendous amount of blood. While Acolyte Zealot was rather small in stature, he was strong. Nevertheless, he was no match for the sheer strength of Lady Kira. My spirit channeling is proof that she's Lady Kira. Not good. I have to prove she didn't channel the original Lady Kira.
Hold it! Objection!
The Tome of Secrets is only given to the priestess who performs the purification rite. Is this your proof my client could have channeled Lady Kira? Yes, indeed. For it contains the true name of Lady Kira, a secret only revealed within. Abbot in me? I'm afraid you're mistaken. This couldn't have been used to channel Lady Kira. What nonsense! Mr. Wright, would you care to explain? This is why my client couldn't have channeled Lady Kira.
Take that!
I'm not sure what it's going for here. Oh, she doesn't know her face.
Take that!
Lady Kira's face is hidden behind a mask in the Tome of Secrets. You need both a name and a face to channel a spirit. It can't be! Without a face, it would have been impossible for my client to channel Lady Kira. Oh my! Oh my! Therefore, the claim that she became Lady Kira by means of spirit channeling is patently false. And with Lady Kira out the equation, my client has no motive to commit murder. But then, who is the rebel hunting Lady Kira we've been reading about in the paper? Yes, who is the other suspect, if indeed there is one at all? Let us hear the defence's brilliant deduction. Think. The true identity of Lady Kira is the key to solving both murders. I thought Mrs. Imby was suspicious, but her pregnancy takes her out the running. And Mr. Arbol is a rebel, so that doesn't make sense, which leaves us with... Mr. Wright, you have that look again. The one where you know you have to say something, but can't figure out what it is. This is my chance to really turn up the heat. I just have to stir the pot until something floats to the top. Your Majesty, I know who's been posing as the rebel hunter, Lady Kira. You do? Are you sure about that? Yes, completely. I sense I may regret this, but please go and explain. Thank you, Your Majesty. This is who's been posing as Lady Kira.
Take that!
The true identity of the rebel hunting Lady Kira we seek is Pare Zealot. What's this? The High Priest murdered disciple was Lady Kira, you say? Peace, I say, peace! The defense will continue. Yes, Your Majesty. I whittled down a list of suspects until there was only one left. But a process of elimination is not the same as solid evidence. I assume you have evidence to back up your claim. Yes, of course. I will have some in a moment, that is. At least I hope so. Mine wasn't Lady Kira, and neither was Mrs. Imby or any other possibilities. That leaves Zealot, and I have the evidence to prove it. The evidence that proves Acolyte Zealot was posing as Lady Kira is this. This is what proves Acolyte Zealot was Lady Kira. The warning letter. How absurd. What could that possibly prove? Prosecutor Sudmadi. You stated this warning letter proved that my client was Lady Kira. And the reason you gave was the High Priest's house was locked tight. But there was another member of the family who lived there. Ah. Therefore, Acolyte Zealot could have delivered the warning any time he wanted. What is he talking about? That's just not possible. Are you saying Lady Kira was not the culprit, but rather the victim? That's exactly what I'm saying. But that would overturn the entire premise of the case! This charge proceeded on the assumption Lady Kira was behind the serial killings. If Lady Kira's one of the victims, who was the killer and what was their motive? The only suspect left is Mrs. Inmee, and there's only one possible motive. What if Mrs. Inmee is a rebel? What?
Fiend, you're still bent on casting suspicion on my lovely wife? Blasphemer! You have no evidence of this. Repent for the mistrust in your soul.
Objection!
Well, you have no evidence either. After all, the dagger with my client's prints on it isn't what killed Acolyte Zealot. And the Plume Punisher theme that he heard could have been an alarm clock. All that means is all evidence linking her to the crime has been called into question. Was Lady Inmee a rebel, and did she pose as Lady Kira to kill as Acolyte Zealot? Or was Acolyte Zealot a rebel and was the accused of Lady Kira who killed him? I would say either scenario is just as likely. What are we to do now?
The alarm clock, you say? You mean the one in the rebel hideout?
Yes, what of it?
So that's it.
What's gotten into him? Abbott and me, just what is so comical?
Forgive my outburst. That has simply tickled my funny bone.
What did?
The theme song came from the Plume Punisher clock, you say? The alarm could not have possibly gone off.
What makes you say that? The clock was working just fine last time I checked.
Try using your head for a change. Would not the existence of a secret hideout be given away if an alarm kept going off?
You don't mean?
We leave the alarm switched off at all times.
No! In that case...
Sad to say that Vince's claim does not hold water.
Would you care to respond, Mr. Wright? This can't be happening. Not now. This should put an end to the lawyer's futile struggles. The theme song the victim heard was from the accused strap, as we suspected. Therefore, the accused is the rebel hunting Lady Kira and the victim's killer. I need an opening, something I can raise an objection to.
That Plume Punisher theme song Acolyte Zealot heard in his final moments. I too heard it by the way of the listening device.
But did you really? If you heard it, why didn't you testify to the fact before?
Is it not obvious? I did not know such a change had become a key matter of dispute.
Yes, the matter of the theme song came up before what in me was channeled. Right, well then, what if he's lying about the clock's alarm being switched off?
Miserable wretch. That'd be a pointless lie, one easily disproven.
If you check the clock, you will see the alarm is in fact switched off. Come to think of it. We set the switch back to the off position before we left.
I remember hearing it clearly. Those distinctive taiko drums in the intro are etched into my mind. Dum 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 dum.
That's the Steel Samurai, not the Plume Punisher. So you're lying. Distinctive taiko drums in the intro. This trial's gone on far too long. Shall we move ahead to the verdict phase now? By all means. And let us also return our Botinmi's spirit to the Twilight Realm.
Before I go, let me say a word to my darling wife.
Objection!
Now hold on just a minute. Your Majesty. Yes? The High Priest's statement is inconsistent with a certain piece of evidence. It is.
Still you rive in defiance of your fate? The very sight reminds me of a tortured soul writhing in flames.
Oh. That voice is getting hard to do. You won't be saying that once I show you the evidence. Now all I have to do is pick the right one. This piece of evidence is inconsistent with the statement about the taiko drum intro.